Has anyone thought about, or has anyone just gotten a new dishwasher?
Well, I did a few months ago. We redid our kitchen.
Okay, you did. Anyone else? Oh, now the trigger time.
Get one in the back too.
Okay, I'm going to stick with the dishwasher. I'm going to be that specific. When did you get yours?
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, and when was yours?
About a month and maybe 2 months ago.
Okay. So I'm not sure who's coming through from Spirit, but someone obviously is getting ready to come through, because I know I don't give up. Once I see something and it comes back to me, I'm going to stay with it. Okay? So someone may be coming through or getting ready to come through. We'll see if any of the people on my list connect to the people that, that just raised their hands about the dishwasher. So let me ask you this. Did you get a leak on your floor?
No.
Did anyone get a small leak?
On a dishwasher?
Yeah, around there, or the washing machine.
I did, but that was like 6 months. My whole floor flooded. Like
Your
6
whole
months
floor
ago.
flooded. Okay, we'll see where this goes, all right? It has nothing to do, I'm not going to start a message out like that, because the way I work, I need to communicate it first. Okay? I won't even give a message, even if I come to you and you think it's you. If I'm not sure, if you're not sure and I'm not sure if the message is going to you, I don't even give the message. So you have to understand everything. And please don't say yes just because, you want the message. There's two things that happen here. One time I gave someone a message and they kept saying no. It was in a private reading, actually. No, and they would say yes, but no. And then they finally said, and I was talking about a woman with blonde hair, and I gave all these bits and pieces. And they finally said at the end, I said, well, what's wrong with the message? And they said, well, actually, it was all correct, but she didn't have blonde hair. She had strawberry blonde hair.
Oh, God.
So that's one extreme. The other extreme is, I've been to groups and I've said, I have a gentleman here in spirit, and people raise their hand and they're already crying. Now, we don't go that end either, okay? So we have to work on it and go in between. So that's pretty much how I work. And does anyone have any questions that they want to ask? And if you don't want to stand up, I'll repeat the question that you have about spirit. Yes?
For you to be able to talk to people that have passed, does that mean that they haven't crossed over, and are we preventing them from doing that?
People ask that a lot. So the question is, if people here are talking to people in spirit, does it mean they haven't crossed over? And are we preventing them from crossing over? No, they come and go. And it's free will. I could get into debates with people, but can a spirit know that, getting into an area that's a debatable thing, can they know that they haven't passed? Perhaps, but at the same time, I think the majority of people come and go. They know it's you. They already know that you're here, and I'll show you, which I can show if I can back up without tripping. This is the people that have seen it before in Dedham. This is my sheet with everything on it. I tuned in this afternoon, and hopefully the people on the sheet will be here this evening. That's pretty much it. It was an amazing thing. I was never afraid of it. I just didn't know what to do with it. I mean, here I have all this education and different things, and do I just turn around and become a medium? Well, yes, that's what I did. So, and it was the right thing, because this is what I was supposed to do in life. Nothing ever felt 100%, and this is what it was. So, yes.
Hi. How do you receive messages? Is it normally, do you feel it, or do you see it or hear it? And then additionally, how do you think that spirits feel or communicate
all different ways, okay? Number one, I am not like the Long Island medium in the sense that I do not go up to people on the street and just say, hey, you want to talk to Granny? No, I don't do that. I was trained in England, so we have decorum. I had to wear, if people know me, I'm like jeans and ripped ones. I had to wear a tweed suit. It was really ridiculous. But anyway, I was trained. I already knew what to do, but I didn't know how to hone it, I guess I want to say. And how I teach people, there's different ways of picking up spirit. You can see them, which is clairvoyance. You can hear them, which is clairaudience. Or you can sense them, which is clairsentience. And through all of the above, I started out hearing first, so I could hear names called out. That was how I started. Visually, that part came second, so then I started seeing them and hearing them. And the third thing, which sometimes people start with, is the sensing. So I can sense how they pass, I can sense their personality, things like that. So it's all of the above. And if you've ever seen mediums work, they drink a lot of water. And people ask, how does it actually work? So I heard, it was explained to me that they vibrate your vocal cords to produce sound, and that's why mediums drink a lot to keep lubricated, for the vocal cords to keep lubricated. So it's all of the above. And I also teach people, you don't walk around open all the time. When you're working, you're open. When you're closed, you're closed. And that's one thing I teach. So if you're interested, I do have some students here, and we are starting a new workshop. So if you're interested, I have a few people that are interested, so come see me after. Okay, but I teach people not to be open all the time because new people sometimes have difficulty sleeping because they're talking to them. Because like anything else, you have to let spirit know when you want to work and when you don't want to work. So, and if you don't tell them, they're not going to know. So there's symbols and different ways of letting them know. It's like you can do a visualization. Just to be quick, I'm not going to go into a class, but it's as simple as envisioning lighting a candle that you're ready to work, and then you blow out the candle, you're done. You can do any amount of things. Open book, shut book, light switch on, light switch off, flower opening, flower closing, anything. Okay? Anyone else have any questions? I guess we can begin. And we're very lucky tonight, too. At the very back is Katie Rafferty. And Katie does kinesiology, and right before the break, she will explain what she does, and actually someone did want to be I was going to say a victim, that's not the right word.
No.
A volunteer?
Yeah.
Except they're not here yet, so anyway. So I'm going to begin, okay? I might need my glasses, so for everyone that's watching this is not information that people gave me, it's information I got from Spirit before I came here this afternoon. So I went back and forth on which should be the first and which should be the second message, but I'm going to start on this side of the paper. And I probably do need my glasses, even though they look awful on TV. Otherwise, I'll be saying the wrong names and not read my horrible writing that I scribble when I do this. So, and I put in on my 99-cent glasses. All right, so I'm going to start out. Now, if you understand this message, why I feel like I'm coming over here, I'm not really sure because I don't usually sense directions, but this woman looks a little bit like you.
Oh, me and her?
Next to you.
You?
So just listen. And she just kind of gave me a sense that I might be over here, but we'll see. It may not be, so don't worry about it. I don't usually know where I'm at. So I have a woman here who was, when she passed, probably in her late 70s into her 80s. The thing that I know, she was a little bit on the plump side, not real big, but a little plump. The thing that I noticed is she had beautiful skin, okay? And I guess that's what reminded me, but she had this really, really soft skin. And I felt like she looked younger than her years. So, and when she came close to me, I got this actually after the fact, but I got a sense from her that she had issues with her heart before she passed. And I felt like she had other things going on as well, and there may be a connection to where someone had a fall at one point. Is this making sense at all? You understand this? Okay, I'm going to go on a bit.
I think it's still with her, but I think I might know.
No, I just know it's over this area, probably. But let's see, I'm going to go on a little bit. Okay, she's showing me this, and I think this is going to wind up being a split link because someone else is trying to get in here, so everyone listen. So we're gonna have two different directions here, I'm pretty sure. This woman that just came in also, second woman possibly, but someone has her sewing things, because she's showing me thimbles and needles and threads, and so you understand that part of it. I know all of it? Okay, you understand it except for the, let's just see where it goes. You understand it all other than the needle and thread? Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, we'll see. Let me just go on a bit and then we'll limit it down unless it's both of you. So the thing that really stuck out here was she showed me that someone has her dishes. Can either of you understand dishes? That it doesn't have to be you, but it can be someone in the family connected that has her dishes. Because she showed me this really nice china in a hutch. They're debating. You understand it?
I think so.
She just went, oh. Would this be your mom? Grandmother.
But she brought me up.
Huh?
My grandmother brought me up. But
So your grandma was like a mom?
her my mother.
Okay, did you look like your grandmother at all? Yeah. So, and is it the same person that you're thinking of as well?
No, I thought it was Mom Vic.
Okay, so you, back then you don't understand the hutch. You understand the hutch?
Yeah,
You have the
I have
hutch?
her cut glass pitchers and vases.
Okay, can I have you come up here?
Sure.
Do you want to come up with her just in case we have, we may have your link as well. It's funny, I went right to her. I don't even, she looks so much like her that I would like to know I'm getting an area because I have a thing coming up with 150 people. I think I'm going to have to know what area I'm going to. Oh, you can just come up and talk here. Maybe you might want to look that way.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah, we can turn this around. Is that good for people? All right. But you might have to talk right into the mic. Okay. Do you also, do you understand having her sewing things as well?
I don't have sewing things.
Like the thimbles and the threads and all that in a box? Okay, so we're going to wait and see back here because I felt the second message come in. All right, so let me just talk about your grandmother that was like your mom. Do you look a lot like her?
I do.
It's like when you look in the mirror, you just say, oh my God, you turned into her, including your eyes.
Yes.
She had light eyes too as
Yes,
well.
yeah.
Okay. All right, do you understand? Do you understand that she may have had a fall or who she's?
Yes.
You
yes,
understand that?
Yes.
Did she hurt her ankle or her leg?
Yes.
Okay. See, she knew you were coming here today.
Oh my goodness. It's a great feeling.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh my goodness, she passed away when I was 16.
Yeah, don't tell me.
83.
All right, because, okay, so she was in her late 70s, 80s when
Yes,
she
she
passed?
was.
Yeah. Okay, so I also feel she had, maybe from the fall, a problem with one of her legs or her hip.
Her legs.
Okay. Do you know if she also knitted and crocheted?
Don't remember that.
Let me ask you this. Do you know of anyone that connected to her that knitted and crocheted? Because this is very specific. That's back there? The split link. Okay. Let me just ask you, hold on one second. Can you understand, we'll get her up here in a minute. Do you have an Afghan belonging to that woman? Do you have an Afghan? Yeah. Okay, we'll get her up in a minute. I knew I had a split link. As soon as it came in with the needle and thread, she felt totally different. Because she doesn't look like the woman that I'm describing now. Totally different. Yeah. Okay. So this is where I have to ask. So now, why don't you come on up as well? Yeah, don't trip on the cords. Was the woman that I was referring to, you can go right over here, was she on the slim side? No. Oh, she wasn't, so she was still plump as well?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to separate them out. So I'm just going to stay mainly with you, but we'll see. So can you understand connections, and if you do, you can let me know. Going outside of Massachusetts to either Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. Do you understand this? relatives that would be there?
No.
Or family that would have been there?
Maine, relatives in Maine.
No, I'm going to stick with Pennsylvania, so I want you to think about this. Did anyone go to school there, or you went to school there, or someone went to school in Pennsylvania? Yeah, come and talk. I know that. Go ahead, don't be afraid. It won't bite you, I swear. Neither will I.
You want to know who went to school in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
My husband.
Okay, so, and would this woman be connected to your husband, or connected to both of you? Both of you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so what I want to do, I'm just going to ask, no, this is definitely her. This may be, which one of the baked pies?
My mother.
Okay, can I just have you step back, because I'm going to finish the message with her and then move on to you. Okay, so I want you to come back to the mic. Okay, we'll turn it around for you. And you got to talk to them about there. Don't trip. I just did that, it's not fun, not long ago. So, so you have the pies.
Yes.
Was it apple that was her favorite?
Yes.
Apple. Because I got an image of them lined up on a windowsill. Do you remember the pies being cooled off?
Vaguely.
Okay, because that's what she showed me. And I knew it was apple because it tasted really good. This is why mediums are probably chubby. They taste everything that comes by, then you run out and buy it. Anyway, do you remember her having a certain scent, like she smelled like a certain perfume or a certain scent?
Really.
Okay, I'm going to add lid from here. Now, can I just ask, I'm not sure about this, are there girls in the family somewhere?
Yes, yes.
Are you have sisters or
That part is very, very complicated.
okay, okay.
Aunts. That's his
Aunts. And sister, yeah.
Okay, I feel maybe there were the three girls, and I'm not sure. I get an image of three, not just two. Or granddaughters. You understand what three are?
Well,
Yes,
let me be Aunt Sissy.
Mary,
right?
Terry,
Mimi,
and
sister,
Olivia.
but sister, yeah.
Mary, Terry, and
No,
Olivia?
no, that's us though. No, my mother's generation though.
No, it couldn't, no, it was younger in the family. It was younger. That's why I said grandchildren or...
Could you ask that question again?
They're talking about three girls, where there's three girls in the family. You understand this? They're younger? Yeah, that's where she's looking at the family. She's aware of everyone. So she must have been very close to where the girls were. In other words, the parents of, does this make sense? Where the three girls are, can you understand them being close to, in that part of the family? So they just want to say hi, that's all. It's simple. Let me just move on with this, okay? So hold on one second. Do you also understand connections to Florida?
Yes.
So people live there as well, or went to spend time down there in the winter? Okay. I mean, not just for 1 week. I mean, they spent time there. Yeah.
My mother's sister.
Okay, okay. And was she in one of those communities where people lived?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so, and is she now in spirit?
Yes.
Because they're all there together. Now, I have a strange name. If it's back there, you can let me know. But either someone used to like violets or the name Violet. I could stick with the flower, but I just heard violets. Can you understand someone liking purple flowers?
I do.
Okay. I'm wondering, I'm sorry, can people tell them to be quiet out there? Because I'm hearing voices and I'm hearing voices. And also, do you understand a golden retriever or a, what are they, or a retriever or a lab, a golden lab, that would be in spirit that someone used to own?
No.
Because that dog is with them in spirit. She seems to know. Do you understand that?
She's not responding.
I'm asking, do you understand that dog?
Yes. but it was a smaller dog.
Smaller, but was it golden?
Yes.
Okay. I just knew it was a golden dog. That's in spirit as well. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I didn't get this very clearly, but does the name Sammy mean anything? Sam or Sammy? It could be a pet.
Cat,
Was a cat named Sammy?
Sammy,
What was the cat's name?
Shammy.
Shammy.
All right, it's close enough. So the cat's with the dog and they're getting along.
People that pass, we gotta find out about the cat and the dog, right?
Well, you know, maybe they're running around, so it's easier for me to see, but people are just kind of stepping in here. So I guess because we have someone waiting, let me just get one more piece. She's showing me that she just wants to hold your hand. And you must have been there with her. Even you were young, I know you were like 16, but I do feel she was ill for a period of time before she passed. Do you also have her ring?
No, but I have her locket.
All right, she's showing me a ring. Do you know who has her ring? You don't remember her being given a ring?
No.
Okay, she keeps showing me this ring, so I have to stay with it. I feel like there's, unless anyone else knows, if you can think about this, I feel like there's, I know you say it might be you, but I actually feel it's still here. It may be a split, but I feel that there's a band or a wedding ring or something, a wedding band or wedding ring that someone would have of hers.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure out where. And if it's yours, it's yours. Do you know the name Pat or Patty?
No.
Do you understand that? No, I'm going to stick with this. We could be going, do you guys understand the name Pat that might be in the family? It could be Pat a man or Pat a woman. Unless I'm back there. Okay, we'll separate this out in a minute. I did hear that name, so I'm kind of like stuck with it, unless someone's trying to get in for some other message, so we'll have to wait. I'm going to ask, do you, either one of you, it doesn't have to be yours, it could be where you know where it is. Can you understand having her silverware as well?
No.
You do? Okay. They're going to move on to the message, so I'm just going to, I don't know if you remember it, but when this woman gets close to me, she has this lovely smell to her. It's like a certain kind of perfume, or I don't know whether she used special soaps, but it's like if you notice this odor at all, or I shouldn't say odor, this like nice scent, it's when she's around. But I want to give you something more that you can understand. So hold on one second. Oh, you know, I hate to say this. Was yours a character? Was yours funny? Was the woman in spirit funny?
Not really.
My mom had a sense of humor.
Okay, can I just ask who had the false teeth?
She did.
Okay, your mom did?
Yes.
Okay, your mom's then coming in as well, because I don't know if she used to make jokes about her teeth coming in and out, but she's here as well. Different person. Okay? And right before we go, I'm just going to leave you with this message. Do you remember someone that had a penny jar, or?
Yes.
Who had the penny jar?
My mom.
Okay.
They played Penny Andy.
Okay, so she said, a penny for your thoughts. Just send out thoughts to them because they're still here and they still love you.
Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
Don't make me cry. We're continuing with the presentation. Again, for people that are interested, we normally film if it looks different and people are just tuning in. We normally are at 502 Sprague Street in Dedham, and this evening we have been asked in conjunction with Newton TV. We are at the American Legion Hall on California Street in Newton. So again, welcome back, and we're going to continue with our messages. Okay? There were some things during the break where people understood certain messages that came up to me, and she's saying yes.
Yes.
So without explaining that you understand now.
Right, I do.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty stubborn. Once I get something and I'm pretty sure of it, I don't give up, so. Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's see where we'll go. Okay, I think I'm going to start here, and I am going to go quicker because we are running late and I want people to not stay the night here. So anyway, I got an image of a man that it was hard to tell. He could have been 70s or 80s, I'm not really sure. He was very slim before he passed, but he wasn't a really big guy to begin with anyway. I did get the sense that he lost weight and he had absolutely no appetite before he passed. I don't know whether this is because the way he gave me this feeling, because he said his mind was not clear before he passed. Whether it's because of an illness or because I actually felt that someone may have had some Alzheimer's, I'm not sure. And because he said he felt somewhat foggy. So again, it could be from an illness and the medication. But he said he really was aware of people, he just wasn't able to express himself. And one of the pieces I got, can anyone understand this? Because I do have some pieces to clarify it. You understand it? Okay. Anyone else?
Maybe.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who understands connections to fishing?
To what?
Fishing. Or, it's really funny, or someone in the family either worked down at the market where there was fish. I just got this image of fish and I wasn't sure what to do with it. Do you understand this? Do you understand all of this?
No.
Oh, no, you understand the fishing, but I need someone who lost weight, who was ill before he passed, whether it's because of an illness or whether his mind wasn't clear because it was foggy because of a little, maybe it was a little bit of dementia. But I just felt that there were in the family, if not him, going back, there were connections to fishing. It may have been for, Katie, you understand this?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, just come up here because I want to give you the message. We won't last long. I'd rather have someone admit it that we know than not. Go ahead.
I think it's mine. On our family crest, our fish, in Ireland, we were fishermen, Rafferty. And my dad was morphined before he died and foggy.
Oh, okay.
And he lost a lot of weight. He withered away over 6 years.
Did he have a bowl when he was younger?
A bowl?
Like bowling?
Yes, he bowled.
In a league, or did he just like bowling?
Yep.
Because he said one of the things he liked was bowling. I have it here as well. So it looks like it's yours. He said he's very proud of his family. I'm not going to go on long and he wants to let people know he loves them even if he didn't say it enough.
Correct.
You understand that? Okay, is there anyone in the family named Julie or Julia or Jules or something like that?
One of my aunts had 11 children, and they all had 4 or 5. And at the last wedding, I said, I don't know these people. There's like
It could be.
25 little people.
Oh, okay.
So there
You
could
don't
be.
know.
I will ask.
Okay, all right, so, and did you guys have a dog at one point?
Yes, he
Was it
did.
two-tone?
He did. Yes, a German Shepherd
Okay, because it was bigger.
called Teppy.
I'm supposed to tell you that.
Well, did you?
Not yet, and now I won't. Okay, so you understand that, and basically that's it. Maybe it wasn't verbally expressed, but he's very proud of his family, obviously proud of you.
We knew that he loved us, but
Yeah.
he didn't. He wasn't.
He was Irish.
He was
Irish.
Irish, and he also was a scientist. So, yeah, he just didn't say it, but
If
you
you,
knew it.
if you want to hear something amazing, this is a little aside, but Katie's mom, this is going way back, what year did she graduate MIT with a doctorate? 1930-something, 40?
45. Yeah.
Who did that in 1945? A woman, the only woman at MIT with a doctorate. And she's still driving. How old is she?
She just turned 93 this past Wednesday.
Wow.
And we celebrated her birthday yesterday, Sunday.
Oh, that's
And-
say hi for your dad.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably why he came in. I mean, it was a big deal. And she was sick this summer, and she was so irritated because she hasn't been sick ever. And then, she drives the car, she climbs the ladder, she cleans the gutters. She just had her, she just had her annual physical, and they said if we didn't know who we were looking at, we'd say you were 20 years old because your blood is like a 20-year-old's.
Oh my God.
Katie works on her.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, there's the
I want you to work on my family.
I'm going to go on very quickly to this other person. This is pretty specific. You're either going to know it or you don't. I have a gentleman here. I actually didn't get his age, but he's not young. Let's put it that way. But he talked about, to be honest, I only saw it sounds weird to say from the waist down. But anyway, what he's showing me is that he lost part of a leg or part of a foot. And I know there's connections to where there was a sugar imbalance. I believe it was partly diabetes, so he may have lost part of a foot, part of a leg. Hopefully it isn't someone who's left the place, but we'll see if anyone understands the connection.
Okay.
Yes, no?
Katie again.
Oh, no, Katie?
I think you're finishing up with me. My father's leg was cut off.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
God.
Just
Okay.
above the knee, just the...
Can you come back and just say that?
Yeah.
It was one right after the other.
Sorry.
That's all right. At least I chose them. They're not even in order, but those are the two I went to.
My father had TB in his leg when he was 66 years old, and they actually scraped the bone for about 26 weeks because my grandfather, they wanted to amputate, and my grandfather said, no way, he can die with his leg on, or he'll live with his leg on, do something. So he had this huge scar on his leg that in his later years, he died when he just turned 90. His leg wasn't getting circulation to it. So a year before he died, they amputated his leg just above the knee.
Oh my God.
Were there any issues with diabetes, though?
He didn't have he had gout, which
Okay.
would have felt like diabetes
I know.
to you. But maybe it's somebody else.
No, but I actually feel that someone in the family also has an imbalance with sugar.
Yes.
You have to stay with that.
In mine,
Oh, you understand it?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Because that does run in the family somewhere.
Married in.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. All right. Okay, because he's talking about, so the question is, are the people that are in spirit connected to the people with his diabetes? Do you understand the connections of them trying to convey something?
Yeah, I'll let her know.
Okay. Really quickly, does the name Rose mean anything?
Yes.
To,
Well, one of my father's cousins was Rose
just find out if there was any diabetes in that area as well.
in her family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? All
right.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I have a few more messages here. Why don't we go here next? So I don't know whether it's someone that connects to this place because I got a California connection. Now, whether that means the state of California, and I realize this is California Street, so maybe someone connected to the lodge. It was a difficult message only because of this. I felt that someone passed. I felt it was male, but I couldn't swear to it. But I feel like someone took their life. And there are still some unanswered questions about about that person's passing. Can anyone understand this? All right, you understand it? Okay. And how many people said yes to that? You understand, was it male? Was it a woman? I wasn't sure, but I just knew the person took their life. Now, how do you connect California or California Street?
California Street.
All right, to here. Okay, can you come up here? Or both of you want to come up? can you understand this person became very introverted?
Yes.
Okay, and I felt totally, started withdrawing from people.
Yes.
Okay, if you can talk into the phone, you want to
Yes.
on the phone, talk into the mic. Hello? No, it's not funny, but I mean, okay. Okay, I just wanted to see what I had written here. I'm just gonna put this down. She didn't have any children, did she?
Oh, yes, she did.
She did. Did she have a son? Okay, because can you understand the son being affected or being somewhat like her?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe there's a sense that she worries about the son, but it will be different, okay? Did they find her outside the house?
No.
Okay. I just have to ask, I just want to ask one other thing. Does anyone else understand a similar situation? I'm going back and forth. I see a woman, but I also see a man. This is what's confusing me. Can anyone understand that with a man, that maybe someone found him outside the house, or was there anything with carbon monoxide? Or it was outside the house though?
But it's definitely took their life because my father was outside the house, but it wasn't suicide.
And
He had a AAA,
had what?
a AAA abdominal aneurysm,
Oh,
aortic.
okay, but I want to stick with the situation with the your daughter and. Can either of you understand the two people that just said yes? You said yes? No. Where are we?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay. Can I just ask how old the guy was? I'll know if, because I got the sense of someone who wasn't that old, like,
I want to say 45 to 50.
that may be slightly old. How old?
Right around the same age.
Was someone found in the woods or someone found outside where it was very woodsy?
In a shed.
In a shed? All right. Were there guns and things in the shed?
I don't know, it was from California. It was,
Oh, okay, can you come up here? Absolutely.
but it was.
No, don't go,
Okay.
I got both.
So, I don't know, should I tell you more on it?
That's all right, even if you've had a message, I just need to make sure that both of you understand it. So could you explain the situation? He was from California.
So it was a friend of a friend, a close friend of a close friend from California that hung himself out in his shed.
Okay, because I felt it was kind of, do you know the environment where this was? Was it kind of out of the city or?
I believe he had a large home, like out in a, not in a city, but out in a
Okay.
town, rural area.
Okay, because I felt that there was a male, but then I'm actually seeing, can you understand her looking like you a little bit?
No.
No, okay. All right, since you would have to check, okay, I'm gonna leave that go. All right, so if you could, because that is a California connection, please like convey that, because I did get something outside and it was a man. And you said he was in his 40s? Okay. Actually, I do feel that that person's here. Do you know if he had tools in the shed? Well, that's kind of silly, but I saw like a saw and I saw like all these different things out in the shed. Okay.
I don't know.
Just check. Anyway, I know it's a friend of a friend, but you can convey it and so that they get the message, because I really got him saying that he was really sorry for the pain that it caused the family, but I feel there's like a double here. So if you could do that, and then I'm going to work with you, okay?
Thank you.
Sure. I feel like this person is close to you, though. Can you understand that? Like a sister or
Stepmother.
stepmother. Was she more like a friend, though, to you as opposed to?
Yeah, well, I took care of her.
Okay.
she was a friend to her. They were best friends.
Can you come up here, because it might help with the energy? Sometimes when people, not always, it depends on the cause, but sometimes when people pass from when they take their own life, they, you know, I don't want to go into this whole thing, but it's a little bit, the communication can sometimes be a little bit more confusing, because they have to actually go and finish what they were supposed to do here in life before they move on. And so sometimes it's not the same place. It's not heaven and hell and stuff like that, but they're just finishing what they needed to do, so it's not always as clear, okay? So this is your best friend, okay? See, she didn't look good when she passed, I know that, but was this mental illness as opposed to an illness?
There was, I mean, obviously you take your life, there's some mental.
Yeah, but I mean, was there an illness
She
with
had
it?
physical, yeah.
Okay, so she just had enough? Okay, let me just see if I can get this. It's a little bit different sometimes when you do it for that reason, but do you understand, let's just see, if I can't, we'll just move on, it doesn't matter, but can you understand the name Dorothy or Dottie? Would she have known someone with that name?
Yeah, she did.
Could you, talking to the mic, who was Dottie?
Dottie was a woman that lived in our complex.
That she was friends with?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay, do you know if Dottie had passed as well?
Dottie had passed.
I guess she must be friends with her at the moment. She's talking about Dottie, okay? So I'm just gonna try to get some things. See, I have a whole different take. When she was younger, she had a lot of energy. And she could almost be the life of a party. I don't know if it was manic depressive though, to be honest. I don't know. She seems like very energized and then went into the depression. But maybe it was the fact that she just loved to live life and she couldn't take what had happened to her, where she was going with this. I don't feel that it was a violent. I feel like, did she overdose on pills? Yeah, because she showed me pills in her hand. And she's really sorry for the person that found her. I don't know who found her.
I did.
Okay. Okay, that's why. I think she hesitated because that was the one thing she didn't want, that she didn't have the energy to do it someplace else. And at the same time, she couldn't be there any longer. Okay? You've sent her a lot of light and healing, and it's helped. Okay? I feel like, you wouldn't want me to, trust me, but I felt like singing Amazing Grace, and I have no idea why. Do you understand Amazing
Yes,
Grace? Have you sung that for her?
Well, we both liked Elvis, and that was one of the favorite songs that she liked as well.
Amazing Grace?
Yes.
Can I just say, because from where she's at, that's what she's found. Okay?
That's great.
That's all right. I could end there. I'll probably mess it up now, and I should have stopped. But anyway, I just thought there was one more thing. She just wants to hold your hand. And I don't know if that's what you guys always did. It was like walking down the street and like just, you know, holding, you know, just really, really close here. But she also is being funny about something.
Inappropriate?
Don't know, maybe. But that's the personality, like kidding around a lot. She mostly wants to tease you about something, you know, kidding around.
Oh, yeah.
There's something about lipstick here, and I'm not sure what she's trying to get.
Lipstick.
I don't know.
Lipstick.
Huh?
I don't know about lipstick.
Or, I don't even know if I want to go there, but,
Go ahead. Go ahead. The eyebrows.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Huh? Did she do any something about plastic surgery or doing something minor, like injections or?
No,
Now, what
but
did she talk
at the
about?
end of her life, she had taken off all her eyebrows when she was younger, and they never grew back.
Oh.
So we would have to try and put our eyebrows on, so we'd go out, and one's up here, one's down here.
Sorry, I felt like she was giving me this bizarre image of things that weren't quite right on her face. I'm like, what is she talking about? Her lips, or what is she talking about? Okay, all right, that's what it is. I think she did believe, I would say that religion was important to her at one point in time.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Does the name Bethany mean anything? Beth or Beth? Betsy, Beth, Bethany?
Not that I can recall.
Okay, I'm going to leave that because it's either Betsy, Bethany, it's something like that. So maybe you can think of maybe who she's referring to.
Well, I have a Betsy in my life,
Very important figure.
very important, but she didn't like her.
Oh, maybe she has learned.
Okay.
Because actually she's mentioning Betsy.
Okay.
So if there was an ongoing issue, apparently it's not so much now.
Okay.
She just went thumbs up, so I
Oh,
guess
good.
that's what she wants. So,
Thank
again, just thank you for what you did for her, and she's very sorry. Please don't have that last memory of her in your mind. If you can try to erase it and think of the fun times. I don't know if you guys like shopping or what it was, but she's just arm in arm with you and just having a great time walking down the street. Did you guys play cards at all?
Oh,
You understand
the
that?
night before.
The night before you played cards? Okay. Because I feel that that's not, it's something you did anyway. And she said, just remember the happy times and the playing cards. And I just heard her say, tell her I love her. I love them both, that's what I heard, so that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just have a couple more. Let's see, maybe one more. I have to see here. Okay, get that. And this is just, oh, there's two more. This will be very quick because you'll know right away. Can anyone understand, it's a grandmother, maybe connected to a mom, another, but I felt it was a grandmother, maybe just someone here. And the thing is, this woman liked hats. And when they went through her stuff, they found hat boxes with the hats that she used to like to wear when she was younger. Can anyone understand that? I'm just going to get right to the point on it. I felt she was in her around 70s when she passed, so that she had issues with her lungs and her chest prior to her passing. I could hear her coughing. She had difficulty breathing. She just liked hats, and people found some of these hat boxes. And someone in the physical, even if it's not you, has one of these hats or hat boxes. Can anyone understand that? You understand it? Is someone afraid to get up? No. Do you understand it over there?
No.
You do? All right, come on up.
I think it's his aunt.
He said an aunt. I have aunt on the paper. The thing is, I have an aunt who is
I have a hat box in the back of my car with her hat.
oh my God, you've got to say that. You've got to say that into the mic. All right, so that everyone can hear, she has,
I have a hat box in the back of my car. I've had it since we cleaned the house out for months. In the back of my car, it was his aunt's.
and there's a hat inside the box.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because she said someone here has it.
It's a mink hat.
Huh?
It's a mink hat.
Okay.
Well, it was.
And she had other hats as well, I believe.
He would remember, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know her.
Because she said someone here has that hat. And I want to say, I feel that there's, I felt that there was like a grandmother with her in addition to the, and the aunt.
There's
If you could, yeah, tap into the mic.
your aunt.
I want to, does the name, I want to go back to, I'm sorry, but it's here. Does the name Liz or Elizabeth or
I know you have somebody.
Betty? Oh, okay. There's a funny message here.
Her name.
Do you remember swings in the yard as a kid? You do remember that. Is it your aunt or your grandmother that had them?
Well, my aunt lives with us. So
Oh,
it was in-
okay.
It was in the backyard, yeah.
All right, so the swings are in the backyard because she remembers memories of being with you together. That's what I have, and memories of the swings in the backyard. Okay. So what she's saying is, I don't know what you guys are going through, but she said things seem kind of foggy right now, but they will become more clear. And also that she must have been a strong woman.
Yeah.
She said she was able to stand her ground, and so can you. Whatever that means. I'm not going to go.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
No, I'm not going there. But I think it's to do, it could be with family and finances. I don't know, but with family. Okay.
Probably not finances.
But with family?
Family, yeah.
Okay. Did you just change the key to your door? Did you change the key to your door? Or get a new, I have a problem today, I want to me, but we were just talking about getting a locksmith, but I don't think they'd give me a message to myself, which is pretty bizarre. Because I'll just say yes all day. Anyway, can you understand having to change the locks or getting a new lock or a padlock or something on your stuff?
Not on our stuff, but it was talked about at one point in February.
Yeah.
About,
Changing the locks where she was, or?
yes.
Okay, I think that they still want the locks changed. Did you not do it?
It's all solved.
It'd be a
It's all solved?
Yeah.
It's all solved.
Okay.
And there was talk about changing the locks.
Okay, I feel that there's something
It
else.
was me that talked about changing.
Oh,
I was
okay,
pushing
all right.
for it so he wouldn't necessarily.
I know that the season's almost over, but did you have a bee's nest in your backyard? What I'm going to say is be careful. I know it's not until, I mean, it still could be there, but you should just check, because I've had this once before and the person found it, and it was a good thing it was taken care of. I feel it's like near a tree or up in a tree, there's some kind of like bee's nest of some kind, so just be aware of that.
Okay.
Okay, just take a look. And do you guys use your fireplace as well?
Wood stove?
Wood stove. Make sure that's cleaned out as well, okay? That it's vented properly?
Okay.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
sure. Okay, last but not least, okay, I have one big message left, and I'm just going to press this off. So I have a gentleman here in spirit. I can read this, actually. I got that he kind of had a broad build. He did have a gut, but he wasn't super heavy. He just had a gut. He had been a smoker, because at one point I thought I saw Lucky Strike cigarettes. And I felt like he had to do with, either he did construction or he connects to someone that does construction. And I'm not sure I have this exactly right, but he was showing me someone doing roofing or putting the tiles on a roof. Does anyone understand this?
My son roofed.
Okay, he roofed, but he didn't have a gut, did he?
He did at the end.
But he wasn't older.
No.
Okay, so,
No.
okay, unless someone is coming through with him, so let's just say, because I felt this person could work with his hands and do some carpentry. Is anyone understanding this at all?
He did that too.
You understand that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, no?
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay, don't be
Not so
afraid.
bad.
Who was his son?
My father.
Okay, I feel that he's old. Was he in his 70s when he passed? I put 60s, 70s. Okay, okay, do you want to come up?
I'm sorry, people.
It's all right. Well, no, you would just stop, it kind of
I
came
know,
together.
I feel
It's
so
fine.
bad.
And so you understand that he had a bit of a gut?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and did he smoke? Was it Lucky Strikes at one time?
He smokes so many different kinds.
Okay, I think he changed to filters, and it may have been Palmolive, actually.
At one time, he smoked palm oil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, and do you understand the roofing and the tiling?
Tiling.
Tiling, okay. So he worked with his hands.
Mhm.
Did he work with wood as well?
He did around our home.
Okay. Now, the thing is, was he a member of this place?
He lived right across the street.
Okay, because I feel like I'm right around here, because he's showing me an American flag that he was aware that there was close. But was he also a veteran at one point?
No, his dad.
His dad, that's okay, because he's here with someone must have gotten the flag when his dad passed. You understand that? Okay. But I felt like I can see this place, or he's at this place. Okay, so let me just say, now, do you understand why he's talking about connecting to someone that would have played basketball?
Basketball.
I have basketball and also football, but I actually heard someone in a court, like he was watching someone. Does anyone play basketball now?
No, I don't think so.
Does someone else understand all of this?
This place used to be a basketball court. Upstairs used to be a gym.
Oh, would he have remembered this?
Prob-
I mean, because it was back when it was first built in the 70s. This was a gym upstairs for veterans from Vietnam.
I just heard, like, you know how that noise, the squeakiness on the floor of a gym floor when there's basketball?
That's why.
But would he have known that? Did
He
he?
grew up in Newton.
Oh, he grew up right
He
here?
grew up in Newton.
And if his father was a veteran, he probably came here with his father.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. And do you know if anyone, do you know if there's also a football connection as well? Was he I mean, it sounds so silly to say a Pats fan, but,
All Boston fan. I mean, he has so many grandchildren, they play every sport.
okay,
except
oh, okay.
basketball.
Do you know if he passed, I mean, this may relate to, is there someone else that you know that this may relate to, some of the pieces? Okay.
I was wondering about Stephen and Carol. That's Stephen.
Okay, no, they say stay here, so I'm gonna stay here. Do you understand a passing around the holidays? Somewhere between Christmas and first of the year, like around,
My mother.
right around Christmas?
Mhm.
Okay, because she said, that's why they said stay here, they didn't want me to go off. She said because it almost makes you feel like really sad to celebrate the holidays because of her passing around the holidays. But she wants the family and everyone to still enjoy it because I feel like there must be ornaments and things of hers that you might put on the tree. Just think of her as the angel on top, I guess. But now, I don't know who this would be, if it's you or someone else you know right now that could use some energy, but she was sending, the way she made me feel, we don't have to go into specifics, but she's sending energy to someone that's dealing with, has a lot on their plate right now.
Mhm.
So she's sending love and energy there. You understand
Yeah.
that? So we won't go into anything personal. But what I just heard is, you must be very strong, because she said, hats off, you're doing a good job. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all very much.